Hello and good evening. Welcome
Good
to a
evening.
live of Conversations with Karen and Kat. We are joined this evening. Oh, I'm Karen Scott Green.
And I'm Kat Hardrick.
We are joined this evening with Kasuena Powell.
Hi,
Kasuena, thank
ladies.
you for joining us.
Hey,
Thank you
Queen.
so much. You are an author,
I
a
am.
poet,
I
and a
am.
business owner.
I am.
All of that and
So,
then some.
tell
I am.
us, yeah, tell us about the business and how you have incorporated being an author and a poet into the business.
It's so crazy. Okay, so Pen to Paper Your Magic is like my baby. Pen to Paper Your Magic stands for what you think, you write, you do. So think positive, create positivity, and
Mm,
positive will follow you. It's like a creative center for kids. And I was a poet before I started Pen to Paper Your Magic. I wrote my first book back
okay.
in 2014. It's called Raw Poetry, Do Judge Me Society. It's about my life in a poetic form. It was like my therapy after my kid's father passed away.
Mm.
Mm,
So after my kid's father passed away on my daughter's birthday back in 2004, I picked up writing as therapy and created my first
okay.
book. Fast forward to 2016 when I had my baby girl, because I was a teen mom. I had my kids at 15 and 21.
Join the
Mm,
club. Join the club, girl. Join the club. People got to hold their
yeah.
head up. We make that choice.
Yep.
We live on.
Right,
We
right.
we both were Kat and I both were teen moms.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So I was already statistically, I was done. Like, you're nothing's gonna happen in your life. Your life is over. All of that. And
You defied
I
the
had my
odds.
baby. I had my baby. Yes, in 2016, and I wanted to be like more of a hands-on mom. Like I wanted to be like a mom that's responsible and gonna show her kids a different lifestyle than. But in order for me to do that, like introduce her to arts and books and and plays and
Mhm.
shows, I would have to go outside my community into
Right.
upper
Mm,
class neighborhoods. And I didn't think that was fair. I have nieces and nephews who parents couldn't afford to follow me to these upper class neighborhoods. All of us didn't drive at the same, around that time. So
Right.
I brought it back to the hood. I brought it back to my community. I used to set up before COVID, I used to set up in different spots and kids would come and have art day and creative days. And then COVID happened. So I had to we wasn't allowed to be indoors anymore. So I started painting in the parks. So when I
Mm.
started painting in the park,
mm.
families would come, and that's how I know that different children in different stages of life, like different types of craft. And then life started lifing, and I had to uproot my children.
As it does.
As
Right.
it life started lifing, so I had to uproot my children and move to Georgia. And I've been here for 2 years, and within 4 months of being here, I opened up my store, Pen to Paper and Magic.
Wow. And where are you located when you open up your store? Tell everybody where you are located, girl.
I am in Gwinnett County on Scenic Highway. I can show y'all where I'm at. I can show y'all the store.
Oh yeah. You in the studio right fast. Go ahead and
Yeah,
make sure. Now listen, I don't know about your internet connection. Don't have that bootleg in it.
Absolutely.
You move around. You
no,
move
I got good
around.
connection. So I'm right off of Scenic Highway. I'm right off of Scenic Highway, and this is my store.
Wow, that is nice. And so tell everybody a little bit about the different things that their young people, one, what are the ages? Are there any price associated with it? And what can their children expect to learn and grow when they're in your facility?
Pen to Paper and Magic is an arts and crafts studio, yes, from ages 2 to like 12 or 13. What people can expect, what children can expect when they walk in here is freedom.
Mm.
Freedom to explore
Mm,
their imaginations, freedom to read a book and not feel like they're ostracized if they don't know a word. This is
Right.
a judgment-free zone for just kids to be kids. We offer arts and crafts. We offer after-school program. We offer drop-ins. We have in the morning we have a homeschool pod that comes here, and there's about 17 to 20 families that get
Wow.
together here every morning, Monday through Friday, from 10 to 2 to do their homeschooling here. We do drop-ins on the weekends. We do paint parties. I just want to be the village. I just want to be the auntie that you could call when you need a break and you need to drop your kids in somewhere safe, and they can always drop them here for $35 for 4 hours, 3 hours. 4 hours is the max. Just come and just be free. Like, this is freedom for kids. This is I don't think our Black children or children in our community have an outlet. And I want Pen to Paper to be that outlet for kids and parents.
Right. Because
And
we
so
need
what can the
a
parents do
wraparound.
when they come?
The parents can even drop the kids off, or the parents can chill. We have lounge areas right here for the parents to lounge. We have a kitchen, so parents can chill here. Only rules the parents have is leave the kids alone. There is don't touch that. Yeah, that's the only rule. The only rule is this is not your rule. This is not your home. These are not your rules. Kids are free here. So as long as the parents can abide by that, they can sit on the couch and chill while the kids do their thing.
And so
it's a creative space.
That's
yes.
what I was about to say.
Yes.
So do you do any with creativity? What types of creatives are you in amplifying and bringing out of the kids? Is it arts and crafts? Is it do you do any coding or drones or anything where they can build?
We do arts and crafts. All of our toys is like STEM toys, like so they have to create the toy. It's not like you can just pick up the toy and just play with it. Our toys, you have to create them. So it's a lot of automotive skills. It's a lot of motor building. It's a lot of socializing, social skills. It's just like an overall development, development in arts. And it's not like a reading, and it's not your traditional craft center.
Right.
Like, this is a non-traditional craft center just for kids to create.
And I want you to talk about your book a little bit. Tell everybody what inspired you to write the book, and what is it about, and how do you plan on, growing that and instilling it in young people to be authors as well, because that's important too, teaching people how to tell their story.
These are my 2 children's books, and the crazy thing, this is what I want my kids to understand, that I'm dyslexic. Like, all going through school, I was bad at reading, I was terrible at writing, and I was afraid to ask for help because it was like, she's the dumb girl. That's the dumb girl. I was that girl. And it wasn't until I had my children that I was able to, because I had to hurry up, like before they catch up with me and understand that their mother don't know certain things. So I went back to school after dropping out. And I made sure that I got my degree and my GED. It was a struggle, but I wanted to show my kids, like, even though I am the way I am, and I have what they would call, because it was what they would call a deficiency. And
learning deficiency.
Yeah, you can still surpass that. So I always thought, like, KK, you don't know how to read properly. Like, you don't even understand when you read. So how are you going to tell a child? But you don't have to know everything.
Right.
You have to surround yourself around people that do.
Yeah. So how old, I'm interested in your dyslexia diagnosis. How old were you? At what point were you diagnosed?
The crazy thing is, I diagnosed myself.
Whoa.
And the reason why I say that is because growing up, my mother wasn't really like a social mom. Like, she wasn't one of those moms that explained. So we found out, me and my sister was just talking about this morning, everything as we grew up. Like, wait, hold on. I have that. I go through that, but it was never a name. I was just always told that oh, KK stupid. KK don't know how to
Mm.
read. It
Mm.
was just always that.
Mhm.
It was never a diagnosis, but as I
Okay.
got older and my children are in school and I'm learning other words and I'm hearing it, I'm like, what's that mean?
You were able
And
to
I'm
put a
like,
name to it.
that put a name to it for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
Even doing my books, I was kind of feeling like defeated because I'm like,
Mm.
how could you? Like, you don't even like you don't know how to spell that, or you don't know if that's correct grammar. But
Mm.
something said like I had to continue because there were kids out there that just like me, and nobody was there to say, "Okay, but you know you can ask me. You know you can raise your hand. A dumb question is the one that you don't ask."
That's right.
Right.
I never had nobody to do that for me. So I learned the hard way.
Mm.
And that's why I go so hard with my baby and I encourage my babies
Mhm.
because I'm like, nobody never encouraged me. No, mommy don't know it all. And now I'm not ashamed to say, I don't know. I don't know.
You know, and that's so important that you said that. I know when you hit on that, our schools, and we love our teachers, we love our schools. I'm not slamming anybody. It is a fact that you wound up getting to be, what age were you when you found, then you acknowledged that you
You
were
learn
dyslexic?
differently.
I was in junior high school.
Okay. So basically, if you were in junior high school, just imagine those individuals that don't know, that graduate all the way through high school and they make it, and they're learning. And I know some statistics out there, and I know our viewers, we got some smart viewers out there. They probably found the statistics and put it in the chat. But people are reading at what, third grade level or whatnot, and that's happening because people get past, and there's so many kids in classroom, they're overcrowded, and these great teachers are unable to catch that stuff. And then parents are busy, like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
you have 2 or 3 jobs, or whatever the case may be, and unfortunately children, get
Suffer.
looked over. And then if you can't read, I mean, it's really, it's not the end of the world, right? You can go back to school, you can get all these reading assistants, but this is something that we need to address and talk about, because we need to help these young folks and adults go back to learn how to read again. And I'm proud of you. Thank you for sharing the fact, because that's courage to be vulnerable and let people know. Because you're right, people don't talk about it, and you get talked
Mm-hmm.
about and called all types of names, and you're afraid to read in class because you don't know how to read.
You don't
So you
know.
fake. So you fake it.
So, Kaswana, once you put a name to what your challenge was, dyslexia, once you put a name to it, you made the leap and you were able to write these children's books. Did you have to have any sort of special assistance to help you to write the children's books? Because I know with dyslexia, language is a challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and decoding words is a challenge. So did you have any a special editor or anything that helped you with writing the book?
The good thing about the children's book is a child's book. So I can write, I know how to write like a child. Like
Okay.
I know how, so that was the easy part about writing a children's book. Like I know how to spell these words. These words are simple to me.
Okay.
And it all started in my head. Like I visualized it. So once I visualized it, it was nothing for me to put it on paper. Even if it didn't make sense to the editor, because I had an editor. Even if it didn't, I was able to tell her what I wanted. I was able to like verbalize, even if it wasn't in words, she understood what I wanted.
What you wanted.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What are your books about?
Well, the first one is about a mom trying to trick her son into getting a haircut. So she takes him on a scavenger hunt. And it's called A Scavenger Hunt with Barbara Pete. And this one is called Pumpkin Picking with Pumpkin. My daughter nickname is Pumpkin. That's her right here. So I took her pumpkin picking and wrote about it. All of my work, it starts off as pictures because I'm a visual learner. So and I was able to understand the type of learner I am. And this is what I don't understand about the education system. You call these kids all of these type of names, you also understand that everybody don't learn the same, but you're teaching them a universal curriculum, knowing that everybody don't get it the same.
Absolutely.
And that's
Yeah.
what I think needs to change. Like, I don't learn like Susie. Like, I don't learn like that. I learn, but you have to like show me. You can't just be like, yeah, do it like that, and I'm gonna get it. I don't get it like that.
And it's something too, because those learning modules, those learning modes are actually a thing. You know, kinetic, visual,
Yes.
audio, like that is a you know, scientists and psychologists, whatever, they have them. So you're right. Why don't we implement that more before college?
Right.
Before college. Yeah, you're
And
right about that.
even with education, I also noticed, only because I know I had difficulties in school, so I'm able as an adult to not be afraid to tap into that and revisit that. And I
Mhm.
also don't understand if we say, because Pen to Paper Your Magic is a studio where all different type of children comes. And
Mhm.
my daughter is able to witness all different type of children in the way they learn. I have autistic children that comes here, and then I be
Mhm.
looking at my babies, and I'm like, they function well with with variety of
Mhm.
children. Like, they learn, they pick up on things because they see other kids doing other things. But
Yep.
if you have them in a class with kids that like them, how do you expect them to grow and learn? I don't understand that part.
They need to be challenged.
They
They need
need
to
to
be
be
challenged.
challenged.
Expose them to other children and other learning
Yeah.
abilities, so then they can piggyback and grow off of.
Right.
Can you
Right.
tell us a little bit about your daughter and all the great work she's doing, and how old
I
is she,
love
girl?
my pumpkin. I love my don't get me
We
wrong.
love pumpkins.
Don't get me wrong. I love my other children too. But Pumpkin is showing me, if I had me growing up, how brave I would be.
Mm.
Like, if my mom, because when I post up, she has so much courage when it comes to learning. And I know that's only because I understand that learning starts home. Everything starts at home. Like, my conviction started at home. The first people that called me stupid and dumb and I ain't gonna be nothing was my mother at home.
Mhm.
So I know I made it my business to speak life into my children. I made it my business to tell them. What you was gonna say, Miss Karen?
You're the mother to Pumpkin that Kaswana needed.
Oh,
That's
that
right.
KK needed. That KK needed. I've become K Swanna. KK is a little girl that needed that help. KK is that
Yeah.
little girl. Like, I was telling my sister today, I learned how to beat the system and how to move strategically because it's 10 of us. It's 5 boys, 5 girls, but my mother has 7. And all of my sisters and brothers are smart. Like, they're smart. Like, they never had no problem with school. And I always had to fight, like, to understand. And I look at it like, my mother was too busy. She was 25 at 25 with 5 kids. So she was too busy to zoom in on me.
Mhm.
So I missed out because all of them are smart. They don't need help with homework. They don't need, like.
Can I stop you for a minute, sister? You said all of them were smart. I need you to relanguage that.
To what?
Look what you've done. You've created a business. You've written 2 books. I need you to relanguage that. I really do.
Facts in this house, girl.
Did you just feel that right now?
Yep.
You need to relanguage that. Yes. You're smart.
Take it in.
You're brilliant.
Right.
You created a business and you're creating a need. You've created a solution
To a problem.
to a problem, because there are parents who are homeschooling their children right now because they're not getting what they need in the school system, right? You talked about students being like children who are on the spectrum, who are ASD, autism spectrum disorder, who are in are in specialized classrooms and they're not thriving because they're not getting that challenge, right? So
Mhm.
you are a lifeline to those parents who've said, okay, the public school system or even the private schools are not
That's right.
meeting the needs of my child. So I've decided to take my child out into homeschool. And I know parents that are doing that.
Right.
I have a friend who's doing that right now. And so you've created this space. You saw a need, you created this space where homeschoolers can come and learn there in this safe environment. So I really need you to relanguage that. You're brilliant.
With their parents. Yep.
You're brilliant.
It's just because I know what I needed.
Mhm.
I
And you
know.
got it, you parented yourself. Well, who was that said about we become the parents to ourselves that we needed?
I
Yeah.
said that. I said,
Well, look at you with your smart self.
look, KK, you wasn't ready for that G stuff on this show,
No.
huh? You know how we do that, girl.
Like, calm down. I didn't come here. But it's just like this is really a passion because I know what I needed. I wouldn't have been a single mom, but I respect my road though.
That's right.
Like I respect my road. Both of my kids' father died. My struggle been real. My mother died right after my first kid father.
I'm
I
sorry for
don't
your
wish
loss.
this on
That's a lot of
nobody.
loss.
That is.
That's a
I
lot of
don't.
loss.
My daughter Pumpkin father died last year. November 11 would be a year. I ain't even mourn it because I don't want to be stuck in my depression because I know my purpose is bigger than that.
That's right.
I don't want to sink in that spot because I know that it's babies out there that I need to touch. I just want to touch these babies and let them know that somebody loved you. I wasn't told I love you. I wasn't really told all of these things that I know kids need. Only reason I know kids need it, I see it in my kids and I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like I love them like I love them on purpose. And I don't only love my kids on purpose. I love other people's kids too. I was a rebel because I didn't have nobody to help me. I was
Yeah.
labeled as the worst kid in New York City because I just wanted somebody to help me. I was getting abused in the house. I was taking it out on people's kids because nobody was helping me.
Hurt people hurt people.
Hurt
Yeah.
people hurt people.
Yeah.
And we are like, look, we get it. But so you've had a lot of loss, right? And I don't want you to negate your loss because I heard you say that you didn't grieve because you wanted to take care of other people. But who's taking care of Kaswana?
Right.
Who's taking care of KK? Who's taking care of you, sis?
KK with what little bit she had.
Yeah.
With what little bit she had.
So my good sister here, Kat, always asks the question when people come on, what are you doing for self-care? I'm asking that question because I see you doing a lot. And you probably are staying in motion because if you sit still, you're going to start thinking about
stuff. You feel it when you
feel it.
sit still.
But what do you do for your self-care? Because you can't keep going. You can't stay in motion.
You can't keep pouring your love cup and not putting love back in it.
That right there. I know this ain't the conversation you came on for, but we take it where it leads us.
I find love in love. I find love and peace in knowing that when I walk in here and the homeschool kids run to me and say, Miss K, that's like self-care to me.
Okay.
When I'm helping, I just I know God don't bless me. I never was without. And that's because I always did. My kids never had, I made them feel like they had no struggle.
Right.
My mother burdened us. And we burdened ourselves with having babies at a young age. I make sure that my kids don't feel burdened, and that's a blessing to me. I don't,
That's right.
even though we went through shelters, we went through food stamps, they know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they, and that's a blessing to me because we walked with our mother in the food stamp office. We stood on lines. I don't want that. I don't want that.
You allowed your children to be children
I allowed my
Right.
children to be children.
and not be burdened by the adult things.
Right.
By adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
You need to take a bow, sister. 'Cause, honey,
Yeah.
you are the epitome of breaking generational trauma, curses, all that. So take a bow.
Yes.
sis. That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and look, it's divine intervention. Look, and I gotta crack a joke. Y'all know I'm silly.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I'm not the waterhead today's episode.
Listen, I didn't even come on here.
You ain't come here for all of that. You just want to talk about.
I wanted to talk about pain. Right.
But you know what? God is so awesome. You
I
don't
believe
know
that,
what God have in store for the reason
I
why we
believe that.
met, the reason why you on this show right now, and the reason why my girl Karen dropped that mic on you, girl. You have no idea. You got to come with it, So God is so good. And this message is for you, me, Karen, and everybody listening, because what we go through, we hold it in our inside and we bottle it up, and we don't realize that it's other people that's there for us. The same love that you give these kids, letting them know that somebody loves them, values them, sees them, there to protect them and support them. We as adults have it too.
Yes.
We just turn into adults and we forget. No, that love's still there. And that's why we got to have that bond, that sisterhood, that brotherhood. We got to hold each other up. So I thank God for you, girl. I am so proud of you, and I love it. And I love your locks. Look, we the Lock Nation up in this piece, right? Karen locks. Look,
Mine's are pinned up.
You got locks too?
Yes.
Yeah, girl,
If you
Karen locks
see this picture in the back, you see that's my locks right there.
I'm trying to tell you, I
Yeah.
feel so free with my locks, child.
Yes.
Yes,
I
yes.
will never go back.
Okay. So listen, I do want you to finish telling me about Lil Mama. Please. Can we get to her for a minute? Look.
So Pumpkin is like me 2.0. She's not afraid to take risks. She's not afraid to learn. She's not afraid to teach. She's not afraid of life. Like her imagination is through, like, I want to take, she's just so creative. Like, she's so kind. She did her first read the other day, and because she was like, Mommy, if that's both our books, why you always got to do the read?
Did she call you out?
Yeah, I said, you're not scared? She was like, no. So she rehearsed and she read books. I would never do nothing like that. At her age, I was too like, no.
How old is she?
She's 7. She just turned 7. So she be telling me, she give like for her to be my business partner is like genius. She lets me know, my kids ain't gonna like that. You right, get that. She
out the mouths of babe. What she saying? Nobody gonna like that.
No, she puts every book that's in here. She chose every design on a canvas. She chose. She do the canvases. Like, she's so in, like how people say, I feel good that I'm gonna have something to pass on, and like my kids gonna know what to do with it. Like, you know how people is, I know nothing else. This is like my family business. I know nothing else. I see that with them. And it's such a great thing. Like, I know that. And then I'm happy that I went through what I went through and they saw what I went through, because they could say, my mother did that on her back. Like, I watched her. I watched that dream of hers. She spoke her dream to me. That's why it's important for people to do stuff and they kids see, like, verbalize. They saw my dream and now they seeing it into fruition, and they know what we've been through. And with Rain to be so hands-on, and she'd be like, and if you say, yeah, could you tell me a little bit about pen to paper? She could tell you about pen to paper.
What?
Like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Now, did she write a book too, or just that's the book you're speaking of?
We got to put our kid's name.
Okay. So she co-authored.
Get some of that publishing.
Yeah, no.
And does she have a channel? Does she do like teaching or so forth to the young her
No,
kids?
and you know what's crazy? She wanna do that. She wanna do that, but she have a YouTube channel called Maya Rain because her real name is Maya Rain.
Mhm.
But I don't post as much as I do. But she do have a YouTube called
Okay.
Maya Rain S Powell that I throw little stuff up there every now and again.
Because I think it's really hot that young people teach other young people how to read.
Yep.
And I know that's a big thing, but they have podcasts and so forth. One of my friends was trying to encourage their grandchildren to do that because, you know, when they like 4 or 5 and they like reading, full-fledged reading, you know, then for them to teach their peers that, then that'll help also, you know, they looking at their peer reading.
Yep.
Reading those words, understanding how to break those words down and stuff. So, you know, I look forward to putting her on our Kidpreneur series. You know, we all about uplifting our young people, and you know, when she get her business together. So that's something to think about. What else you got going in the pipe?
You know, Trick love the kids.
I know. I can't with her. You know she crazy.
Yes.
Look, why you got on your Zeta blue like you a Zeta up in there? KK.
Oh no! Oh, you talking about me? I thought you talking about.
No, I am a Zeta. We know she a Zeta.
Oh,
you on mute.
Volume. You muted yourself.
Mute. You on mute. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Uh-oh. Live audio, girl. We live. This is real.
Yeah.
Is this what Tyler Perry and them go through?
She's saying that she can't hear us.
Oh, she can't hear us. I thought she was asking us if we could hear her. Dang, did we lose the audio? What? So y'all want me to sing? No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah.
Did you hit mute on your? She must have hit mute on her end.
I don't know if she could come back out and come back in. Mic check. Talk. Say something. You can't hear us either.
Can't hear us.
Can you undo her something or whatever? Boy, I tell you, this is what live happen technology. So
it has
while Karen's trying to fix that, it's Kaswana Powell. She's an author and a poet. Pen to Paper, Your Magic Inc. And she's located in Snellville. Yay, Snellville. You still can't hear. Karen is trying to get you fixed. Can I do a chat or something in the chat? Can you do a chat on the screen and let her know you're working on it? Because she says she can't hear. You can find Pen to Paper, Your Magic on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And
we lost her. Maybe she can come back.
Maybe she could jump back in.
Yeah.
It wasn't that nice look. I'm so glad I wasn't the only one crying, but I love her testimony.
As she was talking, I thought about an event. I have a sorority sister and a friend. There we go.
Yeah.
So I was just telling Kat. Can you hear us now?
I can.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened, but you know, technology.
Hey,
technology
right?
I was as we were talking, I thought about I have a friend who's an author. She's a sorority sister too. She wrote a children's book and it's doing very well. And I also have another friend who wrote a journal for middle school to high school students. And I was thinking about, like, wouldn't it be great to have like a Black authors of children book, kind of like a reading or
I do.
That's a good idea.
I have a couple of independent Black authors that had book signings here. So I have a couple of all of these books are mostly Black books. And I have a couple of authors that's locally from Gwinnett County, Georgia, some from Florida, some from South Carolina. They came and had book signings here.
Okay, go ahead, Kat.
I'm gonna have to put you on. I think that'll be good. One, your space is beautiful. Let me just say that. Every time you turn that camera around, I'm like, it's just totally awesome. But two, Karen, I love that idea. And I know another lady I met through Antonio Hicks. She wrote a book. she kept every little saying her son when he was 1, 2, 3. She made a book. I have it. It's in the other room, and it is beautiful. And it's all of these like the things that come out of a babe's mouth. You wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I think that'll be great. And to bring old girl with the bookstore,
Wonderlust.
so we can have, that's right. So we can have her there. Maybe y'all can start selling it through her too. So because we gotta connect and build so people can buy those books not only directly from the author, but she can start selling it.
We're gonna need to figure this out. We like
God is
good. Talk offline because this is
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
and then connect with Black Education Station. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Facts. That's God is good. That's why. Okay, Karen, we got another show coming out, y'all. Okay, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, we could be live. We could be live from pen to paper. Your magic.
You definitely can.
Yeah, we can be on set. You know how we do it.
I don't see why not. Like, this is Black home for Black babies, for Black businesses, for Black people.
That's right. That's right. All right, family. Stay
all
tuned
about
for
supporting
that.
Small business.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And it's in Snellville too.
Yes.
Right in Snellville.
Okay, so we're gonna have to talk logistics as soon as we get offline. We're gonna talk logistics. Like,
all right.
I'm gonna reach out to the 2 people that I know that are authors, and
we'll reach out to everybody.
Yeah, and be like, hey, we do this together. Are you interested? Yeah. And again, Karen and Kat receive no funds. We promote businesses because we believe in small businesses, and if we don't support one another, who will?
That's right. Small business working families are the backbone of this nation and this planet. Yes. And we're all about uplifting, empowering, and informing everybody so we can all just tag team and pass the wealth. Before we had our tech issues, I was asking KK, were there any upcoming events you like to share with our audience and let people know what's going on over there with Pen to Paper Magic, your magic?
Yes, we have December 10th between 2 and 6. I'm not sure. Yeah, 2 and 6. We having a kidspreneur. So we having like a bunch of kids come out and vendor. They're gonna sell their stuff, and it's gonna be like a great thing. So I invite everybody to come out.
What's the date again?
December 10th. From 6 to 2, it's gonna be right here at the studio. We're gonna have, I think, like 17 or 18 kid vendors here. What? So come out and support the babies. Yes.
How can they get involved? Where would they go to find more information?
Well, you can always go to pentopaperyourmagic.com. No, pentopaperyourmagic@gmail.com to inform. If you want to, send me a little inquiry about information, I can send it back. We have Eventbrite. If you want to be a vendor, you can always reach out to me through the email again. That's pentopaperyourmagic@gmail.com or Instagram, pentopaperyourmagic_. Okay. You can send me a DM and I can send you the information and we can take it from there.
Oh, girl, that's nice. Pen to Paper Your Magic. What? And we love the kids, honey. What's the age group for the young people to be?
It's going to be with this group right here is from 5 to 12.
5 to 12.
Wow.
And then we're trying to do it.
What time is that again?
2 to 6.
2 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is it a fee to become a vendor or just get all that information?
It's a $25 fee to be a vendor, a kids vendor. If you're a business, it's either $75 or you just want the table just giving out information, or it's 50 if you're just giving out information. It's $75 if you're selling stuff.
Okay.
Gotcha.
For businesses, not for the kids.
Not the babies,
the babies is 25. Right.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. I love that. Girl, that's good.
Yeah, I just want the kids to know that you popping. Like you could do it. Why can't? Why can't?
That's right.
Like that's your world.
Kat, that may be where we may need to do our kidpreneur episode. Have little segments where we interview the kids.
I think that's it, girl. You know how we do. we live on set. You give us a phone, honey. We ready.
We can do that.
Stay ready.
Right. I can definitely do that.
Yes. Love it.
Yes.
They're going to have about 17, 18 kids here.
Oh, wow.
Girl, we don't play. We ain't scared.
And
Not at all, ma'am.
Y'all can have a couch right here. Y'all can set up and bring the kids to the chair and interview them.
Yeah, we got to do it by their station so we can see they set up and their products. Girl, we're not selling short. We got to do it right there so they can, you know, just like you do the red carpet. Who you wearing today? What you say?
Get one of them little mics.
Yeah, girl, look, you ain't ready. We have a production team.
Yes, ma'am.
What you said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's right.
Better know what. Look, we got Brother Green, honey. We got the top of the line crew, honey.
Okay.
And Raymond, honey. We got the best crew. Shoot, that Green household, honey. Karen, husband and son. That's our tech crew.
Right. So I just want to give out the address to Pen to Paper Magic. It's at 1987 Scenic Highway, Suite 211 in Snellville. For the after school program, that's during the hours of Monday through Friday, 3 to 7, and on Saturdays from 12 to 5.
Yep. Yeah. And I just want to do a shout out. When you guys go hang out with Pen to Paper Your Magic, stop downstairs and get juiced and see Angel. Tell her Karen the Cat sent you. Get you an avocado toast and get you a smoothie and chill and support our local businesses. Again, Get Juice is right downstairs. So you can't miss it. So you go upstairs, drop your kids off, go downstairs, get a bite to eat, you know, or swing by Fingers. Like all of that's over there because we got to support our local business family. We got to support them. So I don't know if we're getting ready to wrap up, but I do want to say thank you, girl. I'm so glad you came on, and thank you for trusting us, this show, to be transparent and open, because that's what it's all about. We promote mental wellness and being your authentic self, because this is the space, and this episode shows, in my opinion, how God works, because this is unscripted, it's unrehearsed, it is organic. And this is what it's all about, connecting and building. And this ain't nothing but God working, because that's what it's about. Love
somebody on Facebook said, yes, ma'am, we ready.
I know that's right.
And I thank you ladies, before we go, for making me feel welcome, for for appreciating my authentic self without judgment. I appreciate this platform, and I can't thank you ladies enough. Kat, you're so special to me. Karen, you're so special to me. And I know this is just the beginning, because I'm new to Georgia. So everybody that I tap into, like, y'all got to be my family. I'm sorry.
I love it.
We attached at the hip, girl.
I appreciate you. I
can always use more cousins.
Right. Facts.
Absolutely. Yeah. We thank you so much for being willing to share your story with us. You know, because it requires vulnerability to come and tell us your why. Like, what was the thing that caused you to fulfill this need? Like, what was your push that required you to be vulnerable? And we appreciate that. And we don't take that for granted, and we don't take this space for granted.
That's right.
No.
Because everybody don't get to sit in our love seat, honey.
No, ma'am.
No. Well, I feel special. And I thank y'all for real, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, like when we ask people to come on the show, it's because we looked at your stuff.
We looked at your stuff.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not gonna just accept you because you gotta be. I said,
okay. And so you have to be fulfilling some service.
Yeah, she's like, what are you doing? I would love for you, but what are you doing? You got to show me that. You can tell me that, but show me. I'm like, no problem, I got you.
And Karen always be like, she's so bossy. She's so bossy.
She's an enforcer. I love it. You know.
Right.
And she's out here in these streets in a way that I'm not right now and haven't been in some months.
Oh, don't get it twisted. My girl be in the street. She doing food drives and stuff. She just don't publicize it. But go ahead.
But anyway, you're definitely meeting more people and touching more people than I have the capacity to right now. And I'm thankful for that because she's, you know, she's the eyes and the ears of Karen and Kat right now. Being out there, being able to reach people, because I know she's told you this. She's running for post one there in Snellville. But my good sister is touching folks. Like she's and what I love about her is like she don't just talk the talk. She's walking that walk.
And
wait. Don't y'all get on me. I'm not crying this episode.
Okay, all right. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
But can I tell y'all something about y'all dynamic from right here and right now? And what you just said about Miss Cat? It's big that you're able to close your eyes and allow her to lead. Like you're not meeting the people, you're trusting. So that's big in itself. Like for you to say, like, you know, I'm not touching the people that she's touching right now. I'm just trusting her. That means you're letting her lead with your eyes closed. That's major.
Yeah.
And she know that if it's someone that we don't agree on, because we both have to agree.
That's what she said. That's what
we both have to agree. Because there's been some times when I brought some show ideas to her, and I was like, well, what do you think about?
She made sure she told me that too. She was like, it ain't all on me. I still gotta pass it by her, but give me information. So she said that as well.
Yes, I did, honey.
We do that with each other, and she'll say, well, what do you think about so and so? And I'm like, I don't really feeling so and so.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, well, if you ain't feeling it, then it ain't happening.
That's right.
And vice versa. So we respect each other in that way.
That's dope.
Yes.
And this podcast is definitely a tag team, and that's just the relationship. That's what. And I keep saying God and this girl. I just been praying, but it really is that push pull. That I got you. I'm a step back. No, this your turn. You step forward, and that's what it's all. This is an example because I love Karen. It's my girl, and you know what, Karen? I got something to say. When I did my endorsement video, and you had yours, and it said, you got to go back and watch it. When it said, and you mess with the ones I love, that's when your picture came up, and I said, she didn't even notice that, but you got to go back and watch it. But
so dope.
I was playing with it and trying to get it just time because, you know, I'm so hyped that I learned how to edit videos. You can't tell me nothing, boy. I done messed with Antonio Hicks, Brother Hicks, big shout out, and Gwinnett Library shoe. But I did that video and I wanted to make sure it came because you was like, and the one I love. I was like, that's my girl, you know. But with that being said, I love our relationship, and that's what's really important because I do not like the negative stigma of Black women don't get along. I can't stand that. It's a choice if you want to get along. Just like, you know, me meeting you, KK, you know, in the space that we were in, nothing but Black women. And it doesn't mean that we don't like any other race. That's not it. So don't email us. They don't say that stuff that we racist and none of that. What we are saying, we are addressing a negative stigma. And it's my job as a Black African-American woman from the diaspora, to say, I love my Black queens because I recognize the queen in me. So I recognize the queen in you. And I'm intentional of making sure that nothing comes in between that. It's a choice for me.
Yes.
So I love the dynamic that me and Karen have. And I hope that we can continue to let that love pour over into every guest that we have. And when they leave from our show, they leave with something. Like when you go to church, you're supposed to leave with something and stick with you. I want that to stick. I want conversations with Karen and Kat to stick with you. So now when you go and engage with another sister, you're going to remember that love we gave you and you're going to pay it forward. So I'm going to leave that with that.
Mission accomplished.
And with that being said,
yes,
I want to thank you for joining us on this episode of Conversations with Karen and Kat.
Well, we are impacting the world one conversation at a time.